Yeah, so thank you so much for the warm welcome. It's so fun to be back in the Carver community. I have such fond memories of that time. I guess it was almost 20 years ago that I started there. And yes, also stress. Being a high school student is stressful. I wish there was therapeutic napping when I was there. And for the parents, I can only imagine what my friends and I put the parents through during that time. So I'm really glad it seems like more and more schools and other institutions are having more of this type of mindfulness resources, stress relief resources, and that we're able to do it remotely, especially now. Let's begin by doing a little bit of settling in, grounding, and centering. And I'm thinking, since we're on the computer and we are spending so much time on the computer these days, it's very heady, very up and forward. So I've been enjoying bringing the attention down to the lower half of the body. So maybe just notice how it is to notice your seat. See what you're sitting on. See if you need to make any little micro movements. Get comfortable. Yeah. And then even take a breath or two into your pelvis. Almost like your pelvis could breathe. Yeah. And see if it wants deeper breaths, shorter breaths. And if it feels good, you can have your eyes closed, or you can also have them gently open. Yeah, just sort of scanning around the pelvis, feeling that contact with whatever you're sitting on. And then starting to let that breath and that awareness drip down the legs, upper legs, femurs, hamstrings, feeling the knees. And if you feel any tension or constriction, you can try just breathing into it and on the exhale, inviting it to relax. Mm-hmm. And then feeling down into the lower legs, calf muscles, all the layers of bone, skin, muscles, tendons, fluids, empty space, and even feeling the space around the legs. And then breathing down into the delicate ankle bones, the bones of the feet, tops of the feet, toes and the toenails, tips of the toes, the heels, the balls of the foot. And feeling into the very center bottom of the foot. And if you like this image, you can imagine that there's almost like a water spigot in the middle of the bottom of the foot. And when you open it up, any excess tension, excess charge can drain out. Yeah. And just take a few breaths, letting that image go where it wants. Mm-hmm. And notice what happens to the rest of your body and the rest of your system when you have just a couple moments to pay attention like this and be in the body. Mm-hmm. And I'm seeing some nice, open, relaxed faces. And I'm going to take it one step further and have you think of a place that you really enjoy being. Could be a place in nature, could be your grandmother's living room, some place that feels safe and comforting. And just visualize yourself in this place. And really flesh it out. Like, what temperature is it? What season is it? What's the weather like? How does the air feel on your skin? What sounds would you be hearing? What smells? Yeah. And see if you can take in this comforting place even 1% more. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm seeing some deeper breaths. Yeah. And this is kind of going to be your home base throughout this mini presentation. So when you feel ready, start to remember the room that you're actually in, almost like looking around it with your mind's eye. Yeah. And start to let in the sound of my voice. And remember one thing in your space that has a pleasant quality to you. Something that you enjoy in this room. And when you open your eyes, slowly let yourself orient to the object in your room that feels pleasant in some way. Let yourself notice it, take it in. Mm-hmm. Great. Thanks for going on that little journey with me.